It's DeMont Kennedy, Kiss Me on 947 Drive with Tando, 20 minutes after 3 o'clock. So my mother was on my Instagram and she saw my post of Jay, who's hanging out with us. And she was like, oh, I see you have Mikasa today. I'm like, no, Mom, it's just Jay something. Like, no, that's Mikasa. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay something.
Thank you.
I mean, you're always doing
You guys could have done better there, but it's okay. It's okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. No, I'm kidding. I'm so happy to be here, man.
No, we're happy to have you. I mean, a couple of, last week? We got to hang out at your brand new venue. We were like the second batch of people ever there. Tell us about Artistry. You say it's a cultural experience, not a restaurant.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I hate boxes, but if I had to put it in a box, I guess it is traditionally a restaurant. It has a theater and it has a bar. And it's 3 floors in the heart of Sandton on Fredman Drive, same as you guys.
Yes.
So no excuses for not to walk down the road and come and have some lunch. Yeah, so traditionally it's a restaurant, but it's actually a cultural platform that our aim is to try and preserve, showcase, and celebrate culture through food, drinks, and arts.
I think the one thing that stood out for me about it is it's in the heart of Sandton, but a lot of the places you go in Sandton have a similar sort of feel.
Yes.
You sort of know what you're going to get. But when you go to Artistry, it's like, where am I? Right? Was that deliberate?
It was all about trying to make sure that things are relatable. And that came down to our biggest inspiration, which are the classics. You know, it's making sure that everything is inspired by the things that have stood the test of time. Instead of us feeling the pressure to try and be revolutionary, because you can get caught up in that trap very easily, especially when it comes to food. You know, you want to be fancy. We've just taken the things that have stood the test of time, steak and potatoes, fish and chips, curry and rice, and we've just done them with a lot of love.
I'm salivating right now.
So even the interior, it's like, you know, cobblestone and terracotta and repurposed furniture from the 50s and 60s, because they still look incredible. So why change a working formula?
Also, when I come to Artistry, I hope Jay something is cooking in the kitchen. Is he cooking in the kitchen?
Well, I mean, you know, it's one of the reasons why I didn't put my name on the door, because it's so much bigger than me. You know, Artistry, the idea of it is really to create and to represent culture. So I'm a little part of that, but you might see me there. I'm there a lot now because there's a lot of work that needs to be done. There's a lot of philosophy that needs to be instilled into the team. There's a lot of internal culture that needs to be bred and developed. But essentially, no, you'll see my team there.
Okay.
And, but yeah, I'm pretty much living there now, which my wife doesn't really dig. But
no, I don't
she
imagine
supports.
she does.
You know, she supports.
I mean, you had steak and potatoes, Lerato.
Steak and potatoes. It was so delicious.
And so simple.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Because sometimes that's what's much better, right? I had the prawns with, those were so good.
I dream of those prawns.
Literally punish them in 5 minutes. But more than the food, there's 3 levels. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I think the idea comes alive in our flagship music event, and we've got flagship music event, comedy event that happens every month. But Artistry Live is our music event, and essentially you'd buy a ticket on our website.
Yeah.
This is artistry.co.za.
Yeah.
Since I'm here, plug. But essentially that ticket would include dinner, a performance by an artist that we love and we should be getting exposed to, and then an after party in the bar, and you could also stay at Black Brick if you wanted to. So
it's a full experience. Like if you take someone on a date night, they get to, you know, watch someone perform live and then have some food and then have the after party.
It's the ultimate date night. It's what I tell all my mates, you know. And what we're thinking of is creating like a season pass. So you'd be able to then plan your date nights for the whole year.
Wow.
If you're really into music, you could get exposed this year to 12 incredible artists and celebrate with them, not only through their music, but the food. The menu is going to be curated for each artist. So I will sit together with The Soil, who are the first artists that are going to grace the stage. And I'll be able to kind of dig into their culture, dig into their story, and build a menu that represents who they are.
Sure.
And then fans will get... And it's incredible for the fans, yes, but it's also incredible for the artists, because we get to really build intimate relationships with the people that celebrate us and love us. So I'm really excited about both sides of things.
We're really excited. I can't wait. Hopefully, I don't know, we can find a way to plug in and be there on the nights. Who knows? We're hanging out with Jay something. We're talking all things artistry. We're going to play a little game called, guess it? Jay something. It's my Josie falling on 947. 37 minutes after 3 o'clock. We're hanging out with Jay something, who's making music, or rather food that sings. Is that what you're doing? That is what you're doing.
Yeah. Bringing it all together, I guess. Yeah.
So, I mean, Artistry, 3 levels. There's a rooftop, there's a theater, there's an after party. It's 22 Fredman Drive.
Yes.
And you open as of this weekend.
We're opening this weekend. It's our opening weekend.
Yeah. Are you excited? I can't imagine how nerve-wracking this must be.
The energy feels good. The team feels good. You know, everything just feels right. and we full for the weekend for lunch and dinner both days. So
Wow.
we can't wait to
Sure.
just welcome people. We've got some surprises for everybody that's coming. So yeah, very excited.
Lovely. I mean, other than the beautiful restaurant you just opened, we were talking off air about the indoor tour that you finished last
Yes.
year. What's that about?
Yeah, indoor was lockdown. We all did a whole bunch of stuff. I just spent a lot of time in the studio, and there's a whole story behind it. But essentially, indoor was turned into a theatrical performance that I'd curated during lockdown.
Were you acting?
Well, no, I wrote poetry that told the story of an artist during lockdown, and these songs kind of carried the show in between. But essentially, it was a lot to do about what I went through as an artist during lockdown,
Yeah.
not being able to do what I love, and then still finding a lot of joy in music itself and a lot of healing in music. But it was a beautiful time. I'm so glad I did it. I did 6 shows last year.
Wow.
Which was amazing. I'm
And
going to
you-
be putting out the project soon.
I was about to say you
audio-wise.
documented the whole thing
And
as
I
well.
filmed the whole thing. Do we still call them DVDs? I don't know, but like we shot a DVD. I just don't know where we're going to take it to.
I mean, sell it to Netflix,
Yeah,
make
exactly.
it international.
It's
Come
beautiful.
on.
It's really beautiful. I
We
can't wait.
Yeah, we can't wait to see it. We're going to play a little game called the J something game.
Wow.
Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to ask questions or statements.
Mm-hmm.
The answers are all things that start with the letter J.
Okay.
All right, you've got 1 minute. We're going to see how many you can get right.
Oh,
Are you
God,
ready?
I suck at these
You
things.
good.
Okay,
You
let's
can do
try.
it. All right, let's start the clock. A block balancing game where you lose by getting the tower
Jenga.
to... Okay. Which Timberlake brought sexy back?
Justin,
Coin-operated music playing device.
jukebox,
The skill of keeping multiple balls in the air by...
Juggling.
What is the seventh
Oh.
month in the year?
Juno, July,
Which Michael is portrayed in the Jumpman logo?
Michael Jordan,
Which playing card comes before the Queen?
Jack,
Biggest planet in the solar system?
Jupiter,
West African dish made spice.
Jollof.
Person that rides a horse in a race.
I don't know, Joker. Did I get that right?
Another word for hop.
Jump,
Music genre that's all about improvising, which originates in New Orleans.
jazz,
A person appointed to make ruling in a court of law.
Judge.
A carved pumpkin for Halloween.
I don't know,
An island country in East
Jamaica.
Asia.
I was just trying to make sure that we get it in time. I wasn't sure.
Jamaica.
I said
in
that
East
before you said
Asia.
Asia.
Listen, you only got 2 wrong. How do you?
Come on, that
Yeah,
was amazing.
that was
If
really
I may say so
impressive.
myself, that was cool.
Now you've lived up to your name of
Yes.
J something.
Yeah,
We love
it's
it.
amazing.
Head on over to thisisartistry.co.za on Instagram. I follow you guys already.
Yes.
Artistry. Check it out. Take your boo. Take yourself. Take your
Yes.
girls. An all-round beautiful experience. Thank you for hanging out with
Oh
us,
man,
Jay.
what a blessing. Thank you for so much for having me and for allowing me to share a dream. It's all it is,
Yeah.
and I look forward to connecting with people there.
We look forward to hanging out there.
Yes.
Hopefully very soon.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay something.
947 Drive with Tando.
This is 947.